By the way, guys, as I was editing this video, I forgot kuna kitu very muhimu sana nilikuwa nataka ku put across because I've been having guys ask me, and if you already live in the car and you already know what has been going on, I just wanted to put it out there and say that everything is okay, everything is going to be alright. We're all in good terms, and if someone tells you mini shatani, honey, believe them. When you come to you and tell you wana new sim trust, wana nini shatani, they're very self-centered people, very selfish people. Well, it's common ground whether if someone tells you mini shetani, please believe them, because they probably, me and them tulipatananga hell. You never know, you are not even there. So me and them already met in hell. They already saw that we're children of that accordance and things. So believe them, please do. For my own sake, please do. I do not want to be questioned. I do not want to be asked anymore, and I kind of feel like I'm having my snacks already in peace. So
I never knew that the way people described you would become a prison until they did it. When I met me, I was not a preacher. So I didn't know that they would incarcerate me with the title. You are at your best when you are authentic to your core, and you have to be what you are, not what they call you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kikonyolea, and this channel is all about helping you live your best life as a young adult. I know I kind of want to have this title segments for all of my videos from starting now. And if you guys have noted, the borders have changed. I have borders now on all of my thumbnails, and the borders will be going on my favorite, or actually it's the theme color line of my brand, which is color purple. I love purple, man. I'm a February girl, so of course my personality kind of aligns on that. New hair, of course, I dyed my hair lighter. This is the highest of light when it comes to coloring hair, and I love it. And ever since I colored the first time, I won't lie, I have been wanting very furiously to color it again and again and again. And I think now the only color I want to put on is green, purple, yellow, red. I don't even know. Now I have yellow, so I'll probably add I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a young person, so of course I don't want to be boring. I'm into my hair, and then hair will always grow back. I always find these women who say, Mrs. Ikaitanyole. I'm like, hey, sweetie, hair grows back. There's nothing big about that. And also I feel like I know kila mtu na mapenzi yake kwa mapenzi yake, so to say. I hope you guys have been doing amazing. So this is a very, very, very random video. I just came out here to just let you in on some new things. I have been away. I know you guys love this dress. It's giving me the amazing feed. I love what is happening. I love my change. I love how I've grown. Guys, I literally have 3,000 views from all of my videos. I'm a gay because I never thought we were ever gonna reach that number. Plus the watch time, the YouTube watch time. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. So it's 1,000. It's only 1,000 left. And of course, if you're new, please subscribe, man. Please subscribe, because your girl, she needs that subscription. If I need to get to 1,000, I definitely need to have 1,000 subscribers. And who are my subscribers? You guys. And thank you so much, baby guys, for commenting. Oh my god. And for all of you guys who view and don't comment, I know you, but it's okay, it's all right. Thank you so much for supporting me even in the views. I am absolutely blown away on the amount of growth. I was going back the other day on all of my old YouTube videos, and I was just surprised. I was like, girl. When oh no, let me say this. I was listening to TG Jake's sermon, and it's actually not a sermon. It's there's this guy who just uploads some of the sermons from TG Jake's, or interviews that he has, and he really has inspirational content, guys. And me, I sink myself. I literally drown myself in inspiration, because I love being an inspiring person, and because I always feel like, man, Jeremiah 1:5, he knew me when I was in my mother's womb. So there's more to add into the world than the usual. To me, that's just how I see it. But to people who I've related with, I hate the normal, thinking, the normal mentality. The people who think, that they're gonna do something, or can I give an example, and please do not be offended? I could like personally, that person, or I've always been that kid who I've always loved fashion. I mean, look at me, literally. I love washing myself into good things that make me good jewelry, kwanza, things that make me go, wow, yes, I want this. A good dress, I want this. I want a good shoe. And I've really never had the confidence to openly tell someone, why I want that good thing. People ask me all the time, oh, your hair is looking nice, when I had hair, that is, before I shaved it. Oh, nywele yako inakapoa. Oh, dress yako ni smart. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I mean, I'm so sorry. It's probably being, I'm a February child, and they call it in the horoscopes a Pisces. I mean, in the back of my head, I'm like, aren't you supposed to have the best of the finest? I mean, it is your life. You're not competing with anyone. It goes back to, what do you want? I don't make my hair, make my nails for someone else. I make them because I want to look good in them. I want to keep admiring my nails when I'm looking up. I'm like, girl. You know what I'm saying? I want that hair looking good because, honey, it comes from my heart. I want to do that. And the uniqueness that I bring in for you to see that it's beautiful, it's my uniqueness. Do you understand? It has to come from a place that you have to love yourself to kind of differentiate those things. And I kind of feel like you should love your personality. You should love yourself. We were all made differently and uniquely. And I feel like just like another amazing inspirational talk I was listening to from Joyce Meyer, where she says people forget that we are so unique in our different ways. I mean, there could be a person who's blessed, and I'm sorry to say this, to wash a carpet or even a window, just a window, and he will leave that window sparkling clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be clean. And there's a person who doesn't like my sister doesn't even like washing dishes, but when it comes to mathematics, she's the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, those different personalities we have, that unless you focus on yourself and stop focusing on others, and this is a big deal. Remember, even in Proverbs, I think Solomon has quoted that friends will always love you, but a brother, he will stick with you in hard times. And such friends you should keep up close. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled by people who give you a good time. People will give you a good time. Everyone will give you a good time. I mean, don't buy that. Buy those people who come in when you're having that stressful time, when no one else was around you, when no one else cared. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Those people are the valuable people you need to keep around yourself. And in this generation, I do not know what is happening. We're just making choices that are stupid, and I'm sorry to say. But quoting on Poeta Dennis' Instagram caption, where he also commented back on my Instagram photo. I have it up still. I haven't deleted it, but if you want to check it out, please go ahead and check it out. If I haven't blocked you, that is, because I block people. If you come on me wrong, honey, I will start right. Take garbage out to garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but garbage ka inafaika inje. That's just the way life is. Move on. So anyways, so there's this post I have up for from Kendrick Lamar, and where he talks about the kind of hate we have in our society, and it's growing and it's annoying, And Poeta Dennis, that is what I was wanted to quote and say in this video, is when he replies and he says that in our generation right now, this is how I got the message. It's like, people, we all have choices. Do you know? We wake up every day. I wake up every day, honey. Every day, just like you, and I have to make a choice. I have to make a choice to live this life. I have to make a choice to want to wash my dishes or not, to bathe. Like, we all have choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say the major like everyday choices, but still I'm talking about choices. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just quoting these things in parables because even Jesus talked in parables. So yeah, zishike venye zinakam. Anyways, so I just want to say, we all have choices, and all the choices we're laid in, you only have one option to take from all the choices. And And it's not about making a choice for the sake of making a choice. And I feel like our generation, guy, and I'm gonna say this again and again and again. Stop making foolish choices for the sake of your friends. Stop making choices just because you have to make a choice that is greedy. You know what I'm saying? Stop making choices that later on, 5 years or even a year, man, you're gonna be like, what the hell was I doing? You know what I'm saying? Stop making such dumb choices, but try your best to make the wisest of a choice. I have lived, and funny enough, I came to realize the other day that, and it was like a light bulb in my head that, all through, ever since I was 17, the first time where I got my job, and then I had to look for work, and I remember I was so desperate, and the kind of jobs I was doing, guys, I was working hard. I was that hustler. I was saving up my money, and it taught me good lessons because what I had at that time, I was literally investing it into my household things and items. And I remember there was this group of friends my guy had once, and I was in the house, and we were just moving in for the first time, and then they came over and they were like, oh my god, kwani umechukuliwa na mama? Please give me a moment, because we live in a generation where I feel like even our own women forget that it's not about the man. It's not about how pretty you look when others look at you. And if you're not pretty in the inside, honey, and this is the truth, and I'm not trying to badge it on your face, but I'm just trying to remind you, in case you've forgotten, you're going to look ugly on the outside. My mom kept telling me this very, very major points, and actually now I'm kind of finding them as steps or guidance that I go back to from her quotes. And she used to say them in my mother tongue, but I want to be saying them in my mother tongue. But my dad did tell me one in my mother tongue that I absolutely love. And I was in class G6 Apple, and he used to keep telling me, actually kutoka class 4, and even now he keeps on telling me, thanks dad if you're watching this. And he keeps telling me that weka wega no weweika, weka oru no weweika, meaning in Kikuyu that when you do good, good comes back to you, and when you do bad, you reciprocate bad. Funny enough, now that I'm grown, and now that I have my own home and I'm living life now, I see supportiwi na wazazi wangu, you get what I'm saying? And I'm paying my own bills and dealing with everything. I've come to find that truth in reality. Lots of people used to tell me, just like I was saying before, oh my god, you're so different. My brother used to find like Nika alikuwa anaona sita make it. But there's this one bro, and hey Cairo, and he's our lad born, and he used to tell me that you are crazy. Like he used to bash my whole creativity. I used to be that creative kid. I mean, I'm a February kid, you know what I'm saying? Like there's things, me siezi kachini, nikwe kama normal kid. Me, I'll be like, oh, we need to do this, and start planning ahead on it, and start working my ass to how that, idea can come into reality. And if you're not aligning with my terms, it's okay. I'm that kid who I won't force you. It's okay. You just don't align. It doesn't mean that I'm insane or you're insane. It just means we cannot come into alignment with certain things, and it's okay if we can't agree. It's okay. There are people who, like I keep saying on my videos, there are people who will look at you literally and they will hate you with a first sight, which is okay. I'm that person who life moves on, and there are people who are gonna love you and find you adorable and find you good and nini, and there are people who are totally gonna find you like the devil. You know what I'm saying? Which is still okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And plus, the law of attraction has it. It's a balance. It's life. It has to balance. So I just wanted to say. So when I was a kid, back to the story of my bro. I used to be I loved fashion kutoka kitambo. I still love it. It's just that now with the whole hustling, and you're a 20-year-old, and if you live in Kenya, you definitely know what I'm meaning. I'm trying to still navigate through it all, but I'm very, very thankful I made very wise choices when I was a young girl, because now the investments I made then are the ones that I'm living up to now. And I'm like, God, thank God I didn't waste my money on some things. And another thing my dad used to teach me is that don't just invest. don't just invest. Do your research, and if it's a group of friends, don't just say, oh, because they're my friend, I can lend out of my account a certain amount of money. I cringe every time I think about that, because my dad furiously, I'm saying this from a truthful ground, he's a businessman. My dad used to sit me down and he used to like ananiongelesha hivi, like ananiambia, you remember Baba Nandi? Do you remember that one time we were supposed to do this, and then Baba Nani did this behind my back, and I knew about it, but I keep, my dad keeps telling me, act a fool every day, you will learn more, and it's the best thing you can ever do to your life. Act a fool. Kanga ni kama hujui anything. It's the best secret. So I learned a couple of tricks in short from my dad. First of all, acting a fool is one of them. I act a fool in everything. Mostly when it comes to business, I do my research good. And when I find out something is not lingering, or there's mediocre, when there's mediocrity, like I always say, I'll nitakubeba tu na hiyo mediocrity yako, until when, those people who you have to give them a time limit finally, because you're like, hey, I've been so patient, 5 years, man, 5 years. So in short, I wanted to say that you can be patient with a person years on years, but they're never gonna change. And then plus pia wewe ni mtu, you know what I'm saying, and you have to grow, and we grow through what we go through, in short. So this is just a small video just to motivate you and tell you that please make wise choices. Don't just make dumb choices. Don't just agree to things just because of the sake of agreeing to things. Be that person who thinks, oh my god, mi nitakuwa nakula keki yangu. We have both cakes, but you're eating your cake like this, kasi oni, and you're thinking in your little head, oh, nani haoni. But do you remember that thought ya kukula cake? It must have been cultivated from somewhere, and it must have been cultivated from the inner person, the inner you. And when you have evil thoughts from inwardly, that's what you reflect outwardly. That's just the way law of life is. That's just the law of attraction and everything else to do with how life is. And I think how God put things to be placed here. And another thing I loved about TD Jakes when he talked about, you cannot be a successful person without having something that will humble you and make you kneel down to remember God. Because God is in the darkness, and people forget this a lot of times. God he says even in his word, I am with you in your weakest times. I am with you in your weakest times. Kwa nini hakusema in your proudest times? Why? Because with man, you're created to have pain, to endure pain, so that when you're given the crown, it's not just for you to show off to people, it's for you to retain it, and for you to be very proud of the much journey you've been through. He talks about, TD Jakes talks about how, people forget that even those successful people, they have places. I mean, he even gives an example, like he has met people who are successful in their businesses, but when they go up to him, they're like, why do I suck at parenting? Why do I suck at being a good dad? There gotta be something you're gonna humble yourself with God, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing as painful as not understanding your purpose, not understanding your personality, and not understanding what you're putting out. Because remember, Oprah did say, be responsible, and always be responsible for the amount of emotion, or be responsible for the type of emotion you bring into a room. Be responsible. Nobody cares at the end of the day. We all have our struggles. There's something inwardly in our little minds, even TD Jakes says, we know in the back of our heads, mi najua kuna place iko poa. But when you're trying to outshine yourself with others, it doesn't work. That's not how life is. That is not how we were made or created to do. I hope you guys loved this video, and if you did, please do not forget to give it a like, subscribe if you're new. I personally want to do more of these talk types of videos, because I feel like I have a lot to say. And my mom was looking at me the other day and she was like, I am so proud of you, and being the woman you are, I think you're the right person to say that. And that kind of encouraged my heart, and I was like, thanks, Mom, and thank you for watching, Mom. I know you're gonna watch this. And I mean, God does say very clearly that if your right eye makes you to sin, remove it. If your right hand keeps on stealing, kata. So there's nothing that on Judgment Day utaka hapo useme mi ni mkono yangu iliiba, mi ni mdomo yangu ilisema, mi ni miguu yangu ilinipeleka hapo, mi ni nani alisema, mi ni nani anagawanga. And there's these people who think that they pay others. And if you're a boss and you're listening to this, let me remind you, God is the one who pays us. You do not pay anything. You are just handed by God what you have. So if you're sitting there, actually, if I ever, my whole life and the many, actually, and there's this one amazing organization I was in, and there was so much happening. I laugh now, and I have to go. But I wanted to say, yes, she was among the people who used to know who gets paid and who doesn't. And then she comes up to me one time after an event and she's like, I decide who gets paid and who does not. Well, honey, in my heart, and if you didn't know, I kind of felt remorse for her, because if at all, for all the years I had known what was going on behind the back, and the whole time, I mean, it kind of caught me by surprise. I was like, ooh, am I the one now faking it better than you guys? I mean, you know how you're like, hey, I've been acting a fool to a point that you can't even act a fool anymore. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're like, when is it gonna quit?
You can decide what you're gonna pay me as an employer to an employee, but you can't decide how much I'm going to make. We have turned our income over into the hands of somebody who has no vision for our need. Right. Okay. You can pay me whatever you think the job is worth, but you can't pay me what I'm worth. You can't afford me.
What?
So I can have all of these multiple streams of income to subsidize your limitations. Right? Because if I have an entrepreneurial spirit, I am not limited like an eaglet to waiting for the mother bird to drop food in my mouth.
Exactly.
Being an entrepreneur means that I have lifted up into the air and found my own wings.
I'm so glad you said that, because I don't think you're talking about claiming our rights as much as taking responsibility for our own lives. It's a different mindset.
Absolutely.
If you're not bold, you shouldn't deserve to live. That's just how I see it. I mean, but if you're waking up every day and you're working hard towards your goals, then you're a bold person, and I'm proud of you. Just know that. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you well. Be blessed. And until next time, bye.
See, I can see him. I can see you, I can see the lights, I can see the carpet, I can see the table, I can see the roof. The only thing I cannot see in the room is me. And when you are gifted, when you are truly gifted, you are blind to yourself. So it makes you ask questions like, who do men say that I am? You're vulnerable to the voices around you. You have to be careful who you have around you, because you can walk off a stage and want to slit your wrist because you can't see whether you had any effect at all. That's the truth. And be careful who you have around you, because they become a mirror.
Exactly.
And if the person around you has an agenda, they'll distort the image of who you are. But anyway.
Yeah.